Hello, author friends. This is William Searles with the New York Critique. The first thing I'd like to do, as usual, is thank you guys for your support. 99% of our business comes from referrals from existing author clients, author gatherings, and such. And we're still pretty new to social media. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys following our page, watching our videos, commenting on them, and sharing them. It means a lot to us. And I promise you, we're going to do our best to continue to provide content that hopefully has a positive impact on your careers and lives as writers. What I want to talk about today are some common pitfalls new authors make at the beginnings of their stories. And let's see what we can do to avoid these things. Really, at the end of the day, from point A to point Z, throughout the whole story, you're focusing on so many different things. You've got your hook, action, description, conflict, pacing, your point of view, your setting, your dialogue, and your motivation. Really, why is our character trying to reach a goal? What obstacles is our character facing to reach that goal? What changes does our character have to make to overcome those obstacles to reach that goal? Keep in mind, throughout the story, no one wants to read about the same person not making any changes. We want to see exciting things happening. We want to see people overcoming their problems and reaching these goals. But really, at the beginning of the story, I think what you really want to focus on, of all those things I just mentioned, really is the motivation of a character and your hook. Because regardless of how good your story is, if you don't get the reader's attention right out of the gate, you are done like dinner. I don't care if the balance of your story has the cure for death in it. You got to keep the reader's attention early. So let's avoid some of these pitfalls. Again, in no particular order. I think one of them kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, but I just want to cover some of these things and keep this in mind. You always want to improve improve your craft and keep getting better. Giving away too much too early. I think we see this a lot, again, with new authors. Again, it's important to offer a sense of intrigue and mystery rather than giving away the entire plot or key details too soon. The opening should tease the reader. Again, tease the readers, slowly leak information on them, offering just enough to get them hooked, but not so much that the story loses its sense of suspense. Again, always let the story play out. Something we see a lot is flowery language. What works in the commercial fiction, particularly in fiction, what works in the world of fiction and what is commercially successful is constantly changing. You got to pay attention to trends. But something we see a lot of, again, particularly with new authors, is flowery language. You don't have to be Edgar Allan Poe. You don't have to be Ernest Hemingway. But while beautiful language is important and flowery language can be important, it should serve the story, not overshadow it. And overusing flowery language can make the opening feel artificial and turn the reader off. And that's obviously the last thing you want to do right out of the gate. Using cliches. It was a stormy night. We still see things like this a lot. And, opening lines that are designed to over-describe are getting so corny nowadays. It's literally getting to the point where they sound like Once Upon a Time. So avoid using cliches. This one I think is a biggie. Of the four we're talking about today, again, there's lots of mistakes authors make, but I think this one's a biggie. And we see this a lot too. It's using too much exposition. Avoid dumping large chunks of background information or world building in your opening. Again, the reader does not need to know everything up front. Kind of let them discover the world as you go. So, guys, we hope those things help. Focus on those things. Always work on getting better at the craft. Stop by thenewyorkcritique.com. Click on some of our services. If there's anything in particular you want us to do a video on, shoot us a message. We'll do our best to get it out there. I'm a #1 best-selling author. My first novel was picked up without agent representation, went on to become a movie by Universal Studios. My partner, Sam Bauer, is the legendary editor of the cult classic Donnie Darko. Sam has worked with The Rock, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Paul Walker. The list goes on and on. I personally do not know anyone that knows the building blocks of story better than Sam. In short, it's very, very, think about how much time you put into writing your novel. It's very, very important who you hire to help work on that novel with you. And at the end of the day, we are at where you're trying to go. We know what it takes to get here, and we want you to join us. Guys, stop by thenewyorkcritique.com. Happy writing, and have a wonderful day.